Welcome back to the Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Tiki-Taki. The saga continues. There's so many of us that still don't know what this is, and still a lot of haters out there. So, still gotta represent. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
These women are poor and vulnerable.
Easier to manipulate.
Know their place.
Disadvantage.
Are in dire financial need. They want their visas. They have to be quiet. They don't know no better. That's why you have to go to developing countries to try to take their women, and it sickens me. And
yes, they'll do what you say.
She is in a dire situation
Because she doesn't know about much in life.
they have to bow and scrape at these men's feet. If you are a man and brag about go to underprivileged third world countries to get a wife, an obedient wife.
It's funny because I don't know any third world country that is like that. Like the way they're describing how women are treated.
You are a predator.
Wow! Thank you for your 1% concern, but 29% hatred caused by rejection by your own man. Demeaning words delivery, 20%. Miserable look, 10%. Envy, 10%.
Ooh.
Ignorance, 10%.
Only 10?
Wow. Self-entitlement, ooh, 10%.
Well, alright.
Karen's impact, ooh, 10%. Wow. With a total score of women empowerment of bitterness, 100%.
These women are
If you want to date outside of your race, fine. If you want to go overseas to find your soulmate, that's cool. Just like Dr. Umar Johnson said, and yes, he may have certain antics that I might not agree with, but he kind of is right. A lot of men who go for non-black women are getting the bottom of the barrel. So when I see a whole bunch of manosphere
What does she mean they're getting the bottom of the barrel? Like, the men are getting bottom of the barrel women? Is that what she means?
red pill content from the black community, I don't care about what you do, but to sit here and put down people that look like you, that's pretty much cooning. If you notice, only
If black people are doing that, then I would agree, I guess. But, I mean, I don't even know what cooney really means. But there's Asian women that do it all the time, too. And I believe black women do it pretty constantly. I actually see a lot more content of black women hating on people of their own skin color and creed than black men hating on their skin color and creed. Just through observation.
only a certain type of man would sit here and say, well, these black women only like thugs and this and that and the third. Look at who they are and how they carry themselves. 9 times out of 10, they're typically incels.
You literally just shamed everyone else that's not a thug. You literally are perpetuating the stereotype that black women like thugs. Because according to you, 9 times out of 10, every other man or black man that approaches you is some kind of incel. So if you assume that about most black men that aren't thugs, I would assume that they're just gonna go find somewhere else to be loved.
Or men who have a disdain for black women. And it goes beyond.
You're fucking crazy. Like I say all the time, most black men love black women and would love to be with black women. They just don't get that chance.
Oh, we want better. It's more like, let's make content to bash a group of women that look like me. But
No, we saying there's women that are better, that are more fit for us and all that. If you take it as an attack on you, that's different. We are not, most of us aren't attacking women, and we're not attacking black women. We're just saying women over there are better. Women over here have certain standards. Women over there have certain standards. They're different standards.
because I hate myself internally. And how can you call yourself a man and you follow that ideology and you have a daughter, a niece, a mother that is black, and look at all black women as a disdain.
I don't see very many black women viewing that way. And again, even white men, Asian men can agree, can attest to this. Most black women we have met have been strong, masculine type women. We have very few of us have ever actually met very few feminine black women. I've been to the South. I mean, I've vacationed in New Orleans. There are a lot more feminine black women there, but that's very rare still compared to most strong, independent type women's.
Check yourself before you try to check other women. If it doesn't resonate with you, move on. Worry about what works for you. If you want to date outside.
I like this gentleman. I think I'm going to feature him a little bit more often because he has a YouTube too. So
this is me in the park, unpoliced, alone, and safe. I'm not worried about crime or the police. There's more to Passport Bros than just finding women. It's about finding peace.
This man has it right. I mean, I'm not a big fan of cops. I'm not a big fan of crime. And I've dealt with it a good amount of my life because my parents had a gas station in, an unsavory part of town. So I agree. Other places are actually safer. Other places, cops don't fuck with you as much, like it is what it is. Like for this black gentleman, I can understand why he's saying it. And I can understand why other black gentlemen would be very similar that, they feel safer over there because they're not seen as bad men off the bat.
Tell you something, a lot of people were asking me about Passport Bros, and to be honest, I'm not hating on them. The problem with dating in California and United States is way different. As I started traveling the world, I realized that women in other countries are so down to earth and they're so chill and they're down for their religion.
See, this is what men are doing. We're describing how the other women are, and yet the women in the West seem to take this as an attack, saying that they're trash. No, they're just friendlier.
They cook amazing food. I mean, not that I'm saying that women in America are not bad. Like,
see, he has to actually say that because women in America automatically take that as an attack that no, they can't cook. No, they just cook good food. You just cook shitty food. That's what we're trying to say.
I'm not hating on them, but as soon as you start catching flights, you start meeting people and you start realizing that these women are actually normal. They're actually normal. They can cook. They can go out, they make their money, but they enjoy the company of a man. Yep. They don't care about where they live. As long as they have a roof over their head and they have food on the table, that's all that matters.
Yeah, they don't have that superfluous wants of all these bags and, 5-bedroom house and, Pecani, BC.
And I'll tell you right now, I've seen it myself. I've hung out with other women when it came down to when I was traveling, the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. So much more humble and very, very talkative and just educated and just knows what to talk about. And
so we tell women in the U.S. to be humble and modest, and they even have a clap back at that when we ask them to be a little bit more modest. And they're like, oh, what's the first thing they say? Oh, modesty means different things to different people. Some people, modesty is them in bikinis. Some people, modesty is them in a burqa. Modesty is modesty. The way you're just because these women are wearing whatever they're wearing doesn't mean that they believe that they're being modest about what they're wearing.
And I'm down for my deen, so I'm down for Islam. So as long as, like, when I meet people, they're like, yeah, I don't mind at all. I want to read about it. I want to learn about your culture. No, I was like, wow, they have fake Louis Vuitton bags. I respect that. You want a fake Gucci bag? Go ahead, girl. I am not hating on Passport Bros. I am not hating at it at all. I respect it. To be honest with you, you can find a good woman while you're traveling anywhere. Doesn't matter. US, you can, but there's a lot more when you start traveling.
Yep.
Beautiful, down-to-earth women. And I think that Passport Bros, if you are a man, I think it's a great idea to start dating. That's why I like long-distance relationships, because if my woman is somewhere in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Dubai, I don't mind because that's long distance, but she's going to be loyal as shit. She's not going anywhere. You want to give her, she'll do your navigation. You want to navigate where she's at? Go ahead. I don't need that because I trust her no matter what. But I'm just saying, like, I've seen it and it's just an amazing thing. So Passport Bros, MVPs, 100%. I 100% agree with Passport Bros. Tell you something.
Ooh, MVPs. That's the first time I've heard that one. Let's get this
Women
gentleman's
do not have a
breakdown.
problem with the passport bros. What we have a problem with is
So you do have a problem. You
She just admitted
lied.
it, right? I'm
on
with
black
you, bro.
women as a reason to go over to take advantage of women who are not financially stable.
Ma'am, the definition of take is the action or process of taking something. So if you get a passport that's not doing that, and the advantage is a condition or circumstance that puts you in a favorable superior position, which is what black women do with the government system as child support. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Going over there to find somebody who's going to treat you like a king in all your mediocrity. Don't blame us for that. I got
The definition of a king is someone who owns an independent state. So you just lied on that and you tried to navigate your way around it, but you didn't, it didn't work out.
Go off of what I've seen. They cater to you to a T. I know someone that has married someone and brought her over here. It looks like she's out of magazine.
She would be a model over here, right? Do you think if she was born in America, she would be with him?
No, she wouldn't.
Well, no, she wouldn't be with him because she would have been taught wrong, and she would have been taught to be masculine. She would have been taught to not be agreeable and not be appreciative of the man that is providing and protecting her.
This young man is correct.
Do you know why? Because they're poor. Y'all are taking advantage of these women, blaming us. Black women are this, black women are that, as if we're causing you to take advantage of these women. Leave us the out of it.
Well, if you want us to leave you out of it, this is crazy. You keep trying to make and redirect as if we're doing something wrong with them, but they're not complaining. You are.
Yes.
So you just said you didn't have a problem with the passport bros, but everything that you said has been a problem with the passport bros.
Yes.
And you've been mad about whatever the fuck you're talking about. So the type of men that you attract, man, will only be sigma males or beta males at best, man. So guess what? You would say, oh, they're taking advantage. Y'all are taking advantage of hair care. Y'all are taking advantage of makeup. Y'all are taking advantage of these fake baby hairs. You drew your eyebrows on. You're not real. Y'all want to sit there and talk about you want a real man, but you don't have anything real on your body. Other than your real mouth that you keep running like you know shit. Shut the fuck up. Fuck out of here.
More power to this young man. Just a last message
Western
from the
women that are
Filipinas.
shaming us for taking all the Western men, you better be thankful because I could also take your husband. I just didn't do it. You owe me one. All the Western
Damn right, women, you owe her one. That was some good chow. Well, people are... I think there's a lot more people that are with the passport bros than actually against the passport bros. It's just the loudest women are the ones that are against those. So, it's so weird to hate on someone that you dislike or don't want to date or don't care for anyways. Just let them leave. Just let us leave. You know, we're not hurting anybody. So please like, subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time.